Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Forex report, and starting with the US dollar index. And as we talked about yesterday, we're looking for a bounce off that 61.8% area here, and that's well underway at the moment. So we are looking up at 10,000 at least for wave 3, and we'll get to that. So we can start looking at the particular wave count moving up through here, but wave 3 should be longer than wave 1. So a great opportunity to go long here, and also continue to go short on the euros crosses. The pound's not, pound crosses are not moving very fast to the downside. They may catch up a little bit later, so the euro is still the best short bet. And with that in mind, and looking at the US, the euro US here, we first of all noted 5 waves coming down through here. The wave 2 never really pulled back to the 50-60% retracement level, so that's worth noting that when the euro is in a strong downtrend, it tends not to pull all the way back to its retracement point, so take that on board. Look for the next level down in terms of ratios for all retracements. However, this market will continue to move down, and we can look at down at this level through here. So still a long way for this market to move down, and any stops currently, well, it just depends where you've gotten in, really, doesn't it? So but I think the main point is, we don't have to while we're in this third wave here, all the retracements will be quite low, so it's quite a good opportunity to continue to short consolidation areas or breaks of those consolidation areas. So this little move here, just by the by, it can move up here. So you see this little move here, so you could short the low of that if you wanted to, but basically this appears to be 5 waves here, so we may get something like this here, before we see any further downside. I can count 5 waves from here in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, so it's possible that we could get a 61.8 retracement here, but I don't think it's like that here. Let's just put this in here. I mean, that just seems to me too high and not ready. So I think that the way that I've counted it at the moment, so I think that, just for the sake of it, so 1, 2, 3, A, B, C for 4 and down for 5 here. Okay, so that's what we're sort of looking at here. I'll just sort of save that so we can come back to it again. So look for a short on this rally here, which should be quite good timing, or take the low of the next one here if you're adding to positions or want to get in. Okay, the next one is the euro pound, and it's moving down lower as well. We're considering all of this here wave 4, so we're looking for 5 waves in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So slightly different count, but so let's just see how this resolves itself here before doing anything here. If you shorted the low here yesterday, which we were sort of talking about, that break of that low here, then that's fine. Take the money at 72 and look at something else. The euro yen. Oops, I haven't updated this. Sorry about that. We're looking for. Let me just have a look at this. Okay, so this is what we're looking at yesterday. So we should see buyers starting to come in around this 134. 40 sort of area here, if that's the actual 61.8% retracement level, and I'll just double check on that. And we want to take it from this high, not this high, so actually a little bit lower here, so sorry about that. we're still looking down at close on to 134 here for this, so we can sort of remove that a little bit over here and look at this point here. I must have taken it from that high there, which is not the correct thing to do actually, but there we go. So yeah, if you're short, well then continue down to this point here. I'll just save that. And the next chart is the cable, and as I mentioned, the pound is not really moving down as fast as we'd like, so it still hasn't sort of caught up with everything just yet, and it's sitting on support here. So even from this little low here to this one here, the 50-60% retracement level, and this number here is holding the market firm here. So it hasn't got a sign or signals of breaking down just yet. So I think that we just leave this market for the time being, and that also goes for the pound yen as well. As you can see that it hasn't broken down yet, but it's likely, so you could short it if you wanted to take this low out here, because we've probably got the A, the B and the C here, so down for one, A, B, C here, back at the 50-60% retracement level, and down from that point there. So shorting that low there can get you on your way, and then the stop's got to go, back up here somewhere on the short side here. But really, as you can see, it's not really moving down well here, and it still hasn't moved through the 50-60% retracement level here either. So it's not like it's trending at the moment. Okay, so that's the main point here. But we should see further weakness creep in now, and it could probably move reasonably quick through here. But yeah, if all goes well, we're looking for a much larger trend to the downside here. It just needs to finish testing supply and discover weakness, and then move lower from there. The US dollar yen is following stock, and if you have a look, if you're trading this market, then have a look at the European and the US. Well, the US market would be fine, but we're expecting 5 waves up in all indices across the board, so that's what we're looking at here. So you need to be on the long side for this market, okay, and that will be in line with the S&P 500, the DAX, and so on. So yeah, 5 waves up, looking for a length that would be roughly the same size as wave A here. Okay, there'll be some sort of equality between wave A and wave C here, and once again we're looking for 5 waves. So yeah, all right, well that's it. So obviously the euro US dollar is the trade, or even the US dollar itself to the upside on the long side. Okay, cheers.